Christian of Bitcoin Cast, and the panel discussion on building web applications. Christian, take it away.
Yeah. So we got a really big announcement. Chris, Eleanor and I have been working on it, and we're gonna we're putting on Bitcoin Cash DevCon 3. It's gonna be there's gonna be a local venue in Los Angeles, but then you'll have the option to compete remotely as well.
Yeah, and what date is that happening?
September 5th and 6th. It's a 32-hour nonstop hackathon.
Yeah, so I'll be there as mentor. I'm donating some PSF tokens. What other prizes and donations do we have so far, guys?
We got some spicy tokens.
I can chip in some honk if you like.
There you go.
I guess you're already set on that one, but I'm more than willing to sponsor it.
Hey Yoshi, I like your mask. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's
well,
really,
I'm
really
selling
readable.
them. I'm selling them. You want some? I'm selling them. I decided just a half an hour ago. Yeah, it's working, man. It's protecting me a great deal and the people around me as well. It's sad that we have to wear them, but if we have to, then you know this is my expression of the mask. So.
Yeah. Hey Yoshi, I haven't seen much of your video content, but the impression I get is like you're the Colin 2.0.
I'm trying. Colin is the real one though. But I can tell you.
No,
again,
but you got the honkler wig on. You got this really cool mask and the red nose. It's like you're really going for the humor there.
I'm living 20 miles out of Liberland. I don't know if you heard any of that that project. I got the passport. Yeah. I got the passport a couple of years back, and well, ever since the president deemed me persona non grata because of me demanding elections and calling him a dictator for not holding them, I need to speak out about my existence. So I bought studio equipment just before, let's say, late January of this year. And then I sat down, and in the same week that I started my Honkler Hangouts stream on Twitch, shit hit the fan, let's call it like that. So since that moment, I told everybody in the first week of my stream that I am now buying Bitcoins. It was when they dropped below $5,000, and I told everybody that we are gonna experience a global currency reset and that COVID is a hoax. And basically, that is, well, I did not plan it, but that is the way how the stream has been going. And now I am this conspiracy theorists that I'm gonna do a Hong Kongler hangout. I'm gonna do a 9/11 special, and that's yeah, that's how I'm filling my time. Because I got a lot of it. I started to invest in Bitcoin in 2012 when they were just $5, and well, you know, I'm now living near Liberland where people on average make 300 euros per month because 25 years ago, NATO brought terror to the nation to bring democracy, sorry, not terror, democracy to this region. So NATO caused some real disturbance, and people are still suffering in some way. Although I must say that I believe people here are now more ahead of the world than they understand, because they live within a certain balance that the West has lost a little bit. But that is just my opinion, you know, that's just my opinion, which I always feel happy to talk about. So, but I bring a little bit of politics. I say that you vote with your wallet is one of the things that I often say. I don't believe that we are living in a democracy anymore, and it's a shame. I'm born in the Netherlands, which a lot of people believe is a great nation, but I happily left it behind for Liberland. And
Well,
because
speaking of
Right.
voting with your money, let's get back. I want to finish letting Christian talk about the
sorry,
DevCon.
man, sorry.
Now we
I
have
will mute myself. Let me just one small second. I want to thank everybody for that I can be part of this stream. I was very, very honored, and I wish everybody good evening. Hope to see you all one day in Liberland. And let's stay in touch. I want to make you all my guests on Honkler Hangout.
right on. So there's a causes.cash campaign, and we've got a website, right, Christian, for the
Actually,
DevCon?
it's not causes.cash. That didn't come through in time. So I was scrambling to get the last minute touches on the website and the campaign. But it's all live. You can go to devcon.cash. You can register for the hackathon. You can contribute to our Flipstarter campaign, or you can contact us about being a potential sponsor.
So yeah, but we are going to run a type of fundraiser to raise money for the prizes. That's still the plan?
Yes.
Okay,
Eleanor, tell us about the sponsorship plans and how that works. Eleanor, are you there?
She was fading in and out. It might be her internet.
Okay. Well, Chris, would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not quite as informed. I love how the devcon.cash website has been panning out. So just to basically recap on what you said and what's captured on the devcon.cash website, it's going to be based in California, but it's going to be international. So it's a virtual hackathon with California being the hub. I'm going to be a mentor. Omri Sachet has agreed to be a mentor. I'll be giving free access to fullstack.cash to any developers that want to participate. And I'll definitely be donating some PSF tokens as some of the rewards. And again, it's on September 5th and 6th. So that's the gist of it, I think, if people need to take something away. That's the main gist. Go to devcon.cash for the details.
All right. And it looks like Eleanor is back online. Hello. Or is she?
She's frozen
Picture's
in a very
frozen.
concentrated appearance.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just talk about how the sponsorship works. Basically, we really want to involve our sponsors and have them be a part of this hackathon as much as possible, and gain as much value as possible from being a sponsor. So if to our sponsors, we offer them a chance to give a workshop for the people at the hackathon. Let's say SideShift AI, they'll have a chance to give a workshop on how to use their API. And also, every Satoshi in donations gets credited with a DevCon token, and they can use those tokens to vote on projects by sending them to the team's addresses. And then all the funds and all the tokens will be airdropped to all the teams using the Bitcoin.com SLP dividend calculator.
Very cool. That's news to me. I didn't realize. That's cool. That'll be a great sort of interaction with the tech. It's very similar to the airdrop we just had with PSF, where
So the sponsors will be voting, and their votes will be proportional to how much they contributed, and it will incentivize the hackers to build things that the sponsors want.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm curious to get an update from Kieran on the Common Fund.
Yeah, we actually just put a new website up live, so my placeholder coming soon countdown horribleness is no longer up. So it does explain a little bit about what we're doing, and you can sign up for a mailing list to get notified when we launch. That's
Nice.
common.fund if anyone was interested in checking it out.
I love seeing all these. We've got Flipstarter, we've got Cause.cash, we've got Common Fund. These are all very innovative ideas. It's great to see competition in this very infant space of on-chain donations. I don't know if maybe that's the right term, but something like that. So just to wrap this up, since this panel was supposed to discuss building web apps, I'm curious, like I gave a presentation earlier on fullstack.cash and our approach to building web apps, but I'm curious to hear some of the tools, Christian and Kieran, that you guys use. I know you guys are very prevalent web app builders in this space. So what's sort of your go-to tools for building web apps?
I like anything that has to do with socket connection over a REST API, because that just makes your web app way more fast and responsive, especially when querying the blockchain and listening for a transaction.
Yeah, curious on that, because my experience with WebSockets has been not the most reliable. That's why I tend to prefer a REST API, which is more state-driven, whereas like a socket is more real-time. Have you experienced that, like lost transactions or lost blocks that just don't come through the connection?
Not so much, really.
Okay,
It's been
good.
pretty reliable, but I think you have a point, because there is that could happen.
Cool. Yeah, Kieran, how about you?
Pretty much everything we've built is, it's basically forwarding Electrum connections over a WebSocket. So I think someone earlier, or it might have been the other stream, but someone did, I think it was Roscoe, mentioned that he was working on having a Electrum X or Electrum integrate WebSocket directly, which would be very nice. And then Electrum's like protocol is actually pretty good when it comes to like polling and subscriptions and all. So I'm not too worried about it, missing transactions and all, because it'll tend to catch it whenever you do the next like Bloom filter update.
Very cool. Yeah, I have seen some updates from Kalen that there's a couple Electron cache servers with WebSockets built in, and that's like going to be a new thing. I'm gonna have to give it another try. I've really been trying to focus on the REST API side of things, but there's a lot of demand from developers such as yourselves for more WebSocket based tech.
Yeah. Actually, there's a couple of things with WebSockets and Bitcoin Cash. One of our potential sponsors has tools for WebSockets on Bitcoin Cash, and there's also the mainnet project, which is looking to provide those services as well.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that. You said mainnet.cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that unfolds. There's a lot of overlap with that and what I'm trying to do at fullstack.cash, and I've reached out to him to see if let's work together. There's no need for both of us to if there's synergy, let's make use of it.
Yeah.
So I think the goal with mainnet.cash was actually to kind of raise more or less a bounty to go to other development teams that are already working on kind of different aspects of the library that I was trying to build, and then get them to fully integrate those. So yeah, there might be something there if you go and contact them.
Yeah, so it sounds like you guys are both familiar with the pitch there for mainnet.cache. And I have some idea on like technologically what would be required to pull that off. I love the focus on abstraction of just making it very simple to work with tokens. Um, of course, how you make that a reality. That's something I've spent a lot of time thinking about. And I'm curious, like with the tool sets that you guys use, how would you see that kind of level of abstraction? Like how in your mind, how would you, this kind of goes beyond building a wallet, right? Like the wallet's the user interface, all the hard work's already done. This is more like building an app like ReadCache. How do you just very easily interact with SLP tokens? That's something I'm exploring right now because there's so much shuffling that has to go around with a UTXO in order to figure out, is it an SLP token? Okay, like how does this SLP token relate to all the other SLP tokens? I got to find the genesis information. Have you guys struggled with that much? And I'm curious, like, to hear some like battle stories of things gone wrong and lessons learned.
Yeah, so actually for the Spice Button project, that was from the hackathon last year. I was using the BitDB WebSocket, and I had to figure all that stuff out. So I guess the only cure is really well documented, really good documentation that you can use and understand, and also a Telegram group or a group of other developers who are already familiar with it and can help you out.
Yeah. That well put. I mean, I think that Simple Ledger Protocol Telegram group is the best place, and slp.dev. Those are two things that really speak to that directly. I know it's helped me. I know it's helped you. It helped a lot of people in space sort of onboard into SLP tokens.
Yeah, and Chris, I really like how you're building these JavaScript libraries that make those tools a lot easier.
Well, I got to give, thank you. I got to give a tip of the hat to JT Freeman. I mean, he's done more than anybody in the space to sort of identify, like, because when James and I and Gabriel Cardona, when we all started creating the very first developer tools for working with SLP tokens, it was like one giant monolithic library. And over the last year, JT's like gone through all that code and pulled out like, oh, we need a library to do validation. Oh, we need a library to do parsing, and just pulled out like little chunks and made them self-contained. And it's such a better architecture that way, to be able to compose these little Lego blocks to solve a big business problem. And so I've really been inspired by that, and I've been trying to follow that pattern.
Yeah.
Kieran, what time is it over there?
5 a.m.
Dang.
Wow,
man.
you've been up all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had a few hours of sleep. Went to bed late, got up early, scrambling for the website and the Flip Starter. Then I did a Bitcoin Cash meetup, and then I basically hopped on the live stream as soon as I came home. So it's been a very busy day so far for me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to answer the question you asked earlier, Chris, internally we've kind of actually been, putting together a lot of our libraries and stuff in a way that's like, okay, later on we can just come back to this, and we know that like passing the SLP, if it's an SLP, UTXO, and all of that, and then getting the balance across a HT wallet and across UTXOs, and then figuring out like which ones need to be spent, so your UTXO selection and everything. so all of that, it's kind of extracted away behind like a fairly simple API kind of. So you create like your wallet, and then you create your wallet class. You call like send with an amount, and then not have to worry about anything under the hood. All of that kind of deal. So kind of like the way that main.cache cache is taking, because it's very similar to what we're doing. That's been super useful.
Yeah, on that front, what I'm exploring right now, I just created a very small REST API server that I'm calling SLP-API, and it's in the Permissionless Software Foundation GitHub repo. And it's not that it does anything special. It's just that I put that server in the same data center as SLPDB and the full node and the REST API. So they're just very close to one another. So I let that app do all that heavy lifting of trying to like figure out, I call it a hydrate, where it takes like the minimum UTXO info, and then it hydrates it with all the information about the SLP token that you could possibly want. And then that's what it gives back to you. And so that's what I'm exploring right now with the wallet. And to my knowledge, there's not really like any other system. I mean, that's what I love about this stuff, is being on the cutting edge like that and being like, oh, if I did this, it would make it a lot better. So anyways, that's what I'm exploring. So I do hope that a lot of this can get rolled into member.cache or any other tool sets that, become popular. That's my main focus. It's just adoption and solving business problems.
Yeah.
Well,
Really great.
I mean, just like, so if you look at, the kind of DeFi stuff and all, right, and I think with things like AnyHedge and all, Bitcoin Cash is kind of moving towards that route as well, or at least we're kind of building more and more Bitcoin Cash web apps in some form or another. Like, okay, you look at like DeFi. There's a couple of different platforms out there. You've got like Ethereum's got the high gas fees and all of that, and there are already platforms out there which have a lot lower gas fee, almost free transfers and instant whatever. But none of them have really seen, you've got like EOS and all, and you've got like some like gambling sites and all that kind of use it. But all like the actual serious DeFi applications still live on Ethereum. And I think most of that has got to do with the toolkit. So one advantage that we've got with Bitcoin Cash is the attack surface for the on-chain stuff. Oh, hello, Eleanor.
Sorry, this has been
It's finally
difficult.
working. 12th tries the charm.
Yeah, it turns out I need a new computer, turn everything down, start everything again, have a slice of cake, and I'm here. Sorry, guys. So sorry. I'm here. And
How much of that cake have you eaten?
Okay, I actually gave half of it to my neighbors because I was like, this is
there you
not
go.
going to be possible. So I actually came downstairs with a giant rainbow cake and was like, halvesies? So yeah.
That's great.
But thank you, Christian, for working so hard on the website. I'm so happy it's live and up and everything. Everybody can go sign up and register for the hackathon. It's really cool.
Yep. The Flipstarter's live as well.
Booyah.
Very cool.
Oh no,
Make it
you said
rain.
Flipstarter.
Well, where's Common Fund? Is it still in beta? Should we have
Yeah.
fun instead, Kieran? How's that going?
Well, we have a new website up now, so it's not a blank page. It's good.
Can we
I mean,
make
Common
a
Fund would work
campaign?
great if we wanted a countdown instead of a fundraiser.
Hey, George, how are we doing on time? I don't want to, if the Sato Chip guys are ready, I don't want to take away from them.
How about 3 more minutes for you guys?
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Want to talk about memes?
I think Carol already did
Oh my
that.
God, did you guys like that before?
I made a few the past few days, kind of like a breather from all the work I've been doing towards the BCH DevCon.
I got to say, I've been enjoying them. The nonstop meme Twitter feed has been pretty awesome.
I think it's a
Can I share
relief.
my
I think it's much needed. I think everybody's finally like, yes, can
Little
express
humor.
with meme what I'm feeling.
All right. So this is a meme I made.
Are we shilling memes
the-
now?
Yeah, this is from The Matrix. And actually, this is Shema.
Yeah, that's a great Photoshop there.
Okay, I'll do it with French accent. Amaury will forgive me, right, George? So you're telling me
Definitely.
I have to defend my decisions publicly? No, Amaury.
That's pretty good.
You see, we just need more political satire. But I know that before he said we should have less revolutionary minds, but he is a revolutionary. I realized later, I was like, he can't say that. He's part of the team that created Bitcoin Cash. How can he now turn over 3 years later and say, guys, everybody chill. No one questions anything. I know the road. I think it's fantastic. But Chris, I also read your article. It was maybe a bit
Which
like
ones?
the one with like your thoughts on, 2020. And I was like,
It wasn't so much an opinion. I was just trying to be like, hey, this is what I see. This is how I see it.
No, but I liked it how you wrote it. It was very like from like
Okay.
honest perspective.
Next
I thought
week,
it was
I
really
made
nice.
this one for my meetup group.
This one was great.
Actually, this was for today.
Is this how we get people at meetups? Nagging.
It worked. I got a couple people at my meetup.
Nice. Do you have a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters?
That
or
picture
they're
would
like,
have just like been relegated to the dustbins of history if you hadn't saved it and made a meme out of it.
Oh. Okay.
Now we can all enjoy it a second time.
All right. Last meme here.
I realize we really need. No, oh my God, not that one. That one's so triggering. Christian.
Sorry, Satoshi's Angels. I couldn't help it.
Fine. No, it's a good one. It's a good one. Fine.
It's just a
Actually,
meme review panel now.
I got tipped
Yeah.
in BCH for that meme. So I got a couple tips from all my
You're
memes.
welcome. You're.
This is an important part of how the memes are alive. Like Carol was saying, if you just got paid, that's positive reinforcement. You're gonna keep it alive.
Yeah. Some people got triggered,
one's
like
great.
Monica, but I was just having fun there.
Nah, but it's all fun in games, right?
Yeah.
All good. It's all fun in memes. Not harsh. But I think it's interesting. I do think that obviously memes are just a very sophisticated way to look not sophisticated, to say something very important in a very light format. I don't know, but I really like memes. I think they resume everything in like something horribly made, which is very triggering for, I guess, anybody that likes nice straight lines and pretty consistent colors. Like memes are just ugly to watch. I get it. It's part of it.
I love the weirdo factor of our community. It's very important. Something will be lost if we don't have a bunch of weirdos.
Fine. Let's not have everything polished and pretty. Fine.
All right.
All right,
Well,
everyone.
Thank you, George.
Thanks,
for
guys.
this
Go
slot.
to devcon.cash, sign up, and reserve your spot.
5th and 6th of
competition.
September. Yeah, looking
Yep.
forward to seeing everyone. And let's get this, dev culture back into BCH and like really showcase all our good stuff out there. And let's steal some ETH devs.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Fantastic BCH.
Common.fund, sign up there as well.
Yes, you should. You should. And then Common Fund.
Yeah, go to
come and
common.fund
sponsor
and then
us.
sign up
Maybe
there
you
as
can have
well.
a price.
All
For now,
right.
it's on Flipstarter. Thank you, George.
Thank you, Eleonore. Thanks, Christian, Kieran, Chris. Very nice. And yeah, devcon.cash. It's going to be great.